beauties, it's Ari. I wanted to start off by saying thank you to everyone who contributed to the conversation in my last video, Maximum Hydration Method Modified for Simplicity. We had a really great conversation going, a lot of information being shared, a lot of other YouTubers being referenced, and just really helpful information. So if you haven't watched that video yet, go ahead and check it out now. I wanted to talk to you today about how to get the most out of your wash and goes, regardless if you're using the maximum hydration method or if you're not, just the way that you can actually get the most bang for your buck out of your wash and go and get the optimum curl definition. As I mentioned in my previous video, I did try the maximum hydration method from start to finish for the day 1 routine. I didn't do the whole 7-day challenge, and I didn't continue to do a wash and redo of the routine every 3 days. But I did try it for day 1, and I've kept my hair in a wash and go since then. I'm just using basic wash your hair, condition your hair, and apply products type of method. That's the thing. So I wanted to share with you, because I have started doing my wash and goes differently after being inspired by the maximum hydration method, and I get really frizz-free curls. You see there's like billions of these little curls. Everything is defined, everything is detangled, and my hair stays detangled as well. So I really feel like it comes down to the technique when you're doing your wash and goes, and I will offer another disclaimer. This takes a long time, making your arms start hurting. But the results for me have lasted up to 8 days, where I can do different types of styling, and I think it's worth it. So let's get started and I will show you how to do it. So as usual, you're going to work in sections. So take about an inch size section and apply your leave-in conditioner. I watered mine down and I'm applying it with an applicator bottle to the roots first, and then putting more towards the ends of my hair. And now I am applying my setting product, again kind of starting at the roots and then massaging it through the rest of the hair. And here's the important part. You're going to start sectioning out your individual curls with your fingers and smoothing your hair down the hair strands. So I'm talking individual hairs, the tiniest of tiniest curl clumps. I'm not talking about those big curl clumps. You see how I can still stick my finger in there and separate that curl clump? Yeah, I'm talking about that. The ittiest, bittiest, tiniest curls that you can possibly find clumped together in your section. Those are the ones that you want to separate and smooth your fingers down. If it's still a little frizzy, even though you're smoothing your hair down it, even though you're smoothing your fingers down the curl, add a tiny bit of product to that small curl section to make sure that it's nice, smooth, and frizz-free. Now, the reason why this works is because when you slather product onto a large section of hair, you're forcing your hair to form larger curl clumps. When you have larger curl clumps, all of your curls are not exactly uniform naturally, so when you're creating larger curl clumps, there's more chance for frizz because your hair naturally doesn't clump in those large formations. When you are creating clumps of curls that are smaller, they will naturally want to stay separated from each other, and they won't tangle because you've used the setting product that has set the curls in a detangled state. So when you go to bed at night and you tie a scarf over your hair, you don't even have to pineapple it, trust me. When you are wrapping up your hair at night, your hair will stay detangled. And trust me, it works. It's been working for me for weeks. And it does take time to do, like I mentioned before. You're going to apply your conditioner, massage it into your hair, run it down the length of your hair. It's going to take some time, but it will be worth it because your hair will stay frizz-free and detangled. And for me, it lasts about a week. For you, it might be a little bit less depending on your texture. But give it a try and let me know how it goes. And what we're looking at now is my hair after completing all of the steps on every single section after my hair is dried for about an hour. So you can see it's shrunken up significantly since when my hair was soaking wet, and it was all stretched out from that. So what I'm going to do is give my hair a chance to dry in these frizz-free ringlets before I manipulate it to stretch out the curl and get more of a stretch. So after you've done all of the steps, I wanted to recommend that you give your hair a good shake in the shower after you've applied everything to remove a lot of the drippy moisture from your hair so that you're not getting product all over your clothes and such. And now this is day 2 of the wash and go. I wanted to make sure that I got some stretch out of my hair after my hair was completely dry. I didn't want to try to stretch my hair while it was still wet because I wanted for each of my individual curls to still be there after the stretching was done. So after my hair dried yesterday, which took about 6 hours, I twisted the top portion of my head, so pretty much all of this to about here, in individual 2-strand twists, and then I took those twists and I pulled them backwards and pinned them. So I didn't pull them super tight, whereas I would stretch out my hair and potentially remove the curl. My hair tends to do that. I just stretched it enough so that the actual twist itself was stretched, but my roots were still puffy. And when I took the twist down this morning, you see I still have individual curls, a little bit more frizzy because they were twisted, but they're still there. This side's a really good example. And that helps to give me more body at the top of my hair, which is something that I prefer for myself. And if you're out there worried that, you know, having a shrunken hairstyle and embracing your shrinkage with a wash and go is not your thing, take a quick look at this preview for an upcoming video I have where I'm wearing my wash and go in an updo. Style is my hair pushed up like this and pinned into place with the majority of my hair falling to one side. And that's it. It's the same as a high puff, except I didn't use any elastics. I just used pins to minimize the amount of tension on my hair. And that was it. So yeah, that's it. I hope you guys liked it. If you have any questions or if you have any suggestions that might make this style easier, just leave a comment, share with us, open conversation. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!